From being together, although we were still stressing about the results of the election and people were, in a way, there was a certain kind of need to connect.
Michelle Obama is at the center of a jaw-dropping rumor that's setting the internet ablaze. The whispers suggest she's taken the extraordinary step of filing for divorce from former President Barack Obama, fueled by the same shocking narrative tying him to Hollywood darling Jennifer Aniston. The idea of Michelle walking away from her marriage due to an alleged secret affair might sound far-fetched, but it has gained unstoppable momentum online. Social media is buzzing, gossip blogs are running wild, and every fresh tidbit of speculation only adds fuel to the fire. People are weaving intricate theories, claiming Jennifer Aniston somehow came between them, questioning whether Barack really strayed, and alleging that Michelle's boldest response is to end their long-standing relationship. Despite the lack of concrete evidence to back any of these claims, the drama has captured the imagination of millions. The frenzy reached new heights when an anonymous source on X, formerly known as Twitter, dropped a bombshell. They claim to have insider knowledge of a clandestine romance between Jennifer and Barack. With this anonymous post igniting the flames, it didn't take long for theories, debates, and viral posts to spiral out of control. It's the kind of salacious gossip that seems too outrageous to be true, but that hasn't stopped anyone from latching onto every twist and turn in this unfolding saga. The rumor's wildfire began with a jaw-dropping claim. A close friend of Jennifer Aniston allegedly spilled the tea about her supposed romantic involvement with former President Barack Obama. The alleged slip-up reportedly happened during an intimate gathering, where a psychic was entertaining guests with personal readings. At this event, Jennifer allegedly made a cryptic comment about a powerful public figure in her life, leading someone to conclude she was referring to Barack Obama. Initially, social media dismissed the story as too far-fetched to believe. After all, Barack Obama is constantly in the public eye, and Jennifer Aniston has long been a lightning rod for tabloid speculation about her relationships. Could these two larger-than-life figures really carry on a secret affair under the radar? Yet, as wild as it seemed, the online world has proven time and again that even the most improbable stories can gain traction, especially when they tap into people's imaginations. In no time, the alleged affair became the internet's latest obsession. Memes, heated comments, and even fan fiction flooded platforms, breathing life into the speculation. As the chatter grew louder, people began revisiting an entirely different rumor: that Barack and Michelle Obama had been dealing with marital issues. Some corners of the internet latched onto Michelle's solo trips, and her absence from certain high-profile events as supposed signs of trouble. Suddenly, these separate rumors started colliding into one massive narrative, sparking even more heated debates. The story has become an unstoppable force, fueled by curiosity and endless what-if scenarios. Behind closed doors, rumors of marital strife were already swirling, but when Jennifer Aniston's name entered the picture, the tabloid world exploded. A fresh narrative took shape, claiming that not only was Barack Obama allegedly involved with Jennifer, but Michelle Obama had discovered the betrayal and was ready to leave her marriage in the dust. According to these dramatic claims, Michelle hit her breaking point when the scandal broke online, leaving her blindsided and humiliated. The gossip mill painted a vivid picture of a furious Michelle allegedly reaching out to divorce lawyers in secret. Some whispered that she was so distraught by the betrayal that she canceled public appearances altogether, choosing to stay out of the spotlight while grappling with the emotional fallout of Barack's alleged infidelity. It was the kind of drama tailor-made for tabloid headlines, and they ran with it. The speculation reached a fever pitch, with some outlets boldly declaring that divorce papers were either imminent or had already been filed under a veil of secrecy.
They run out of oxygen, They weren't fit for the climb, right? And one of the hardest things is like when you discover that, I mean, do you stop? Do you go back because there was one member that wasn't ready? Or do you keep climbing and sort of leave them where they are?
Alleged insiders claimed only a handful of Michelle's closest confidants were in the loop, guarding the details of the supposed legal battle. Yet, with no official records surfacing, questions loomed about how such a high-profile split could stay hidden. Still, that didn't stop rumor enthusiasts from spinning elaborate theories, including Michelle's alleged plans to claim half of Barack's fortune and demand a settlement worthy of Hollywood's most jaw-dropping divorces. Amid all the chaos, a faction of fans, both loyal supporters of the Obamas and admirers of Jennifer Aniston, dismissed the entire narrative as pure fabrication. They argued that social media rumors have a way of spiraling out of control, with users feeding into an echo chamber where each new claim is more outrageous than the last. Yet, as speculation continued to snowball, one thing was clear: the world couldn't look away from this larger-than-life drama. To some, the divorce rumors were just another case of public figures being dragged into an over-the-top storyline designed to grab headlines and clicks. Critics argued that these sensational tales overshadowed meaningful work, like philanthropic initiatives and legislative efforts, with baseless gossip. They pointed out that Michelle Obama has always been refreshingly honest about her marriage, openly discussing both the highs and lows of life with Barack in her memoir. For skeptics, the idea of Michelle keeping a monumental decision like divorce under wraps seemed highly unlikely. After all, she's built a reputation for transparency and authenticity. But even as doubt lingered, there were plenty who clung to the saying, "Where there's smoke, there's fire." The persistent buzz around the rumor showcased how modern audiences are often drawn to explosive, scandalous narratives, no matter how implausible they might be. In this environment, the story of Michelle Obama allegedly filing for divorce after Jennifer Aniston exposed a secret affair with Barack captivated an eager audience. People fascinated by the idea of turmoil behind the Obamas' polished public image dove headfirst into speculation. Online communities began dissecting Michelle's social media activity, searching for hidden clues. Was her uplifting, motivational content a subtle hint that she was finding strength after heartbreak? Or was her silence on the scandal a deliberate move to avoid feeding the frenzy? Meanwhile, Barack Obama became a lightning rod for dramatic stories portraying him as a man in crisis. The narrative painted him as grappling with personal and public fallout from these unverified allegations. The internet's appetite for drama ensured that every theory, no matter how far-fetched, was given room to grow, turning this rumor into a full-blown cultural spectacle.
Expectations we have for a president that have been observed by Republicans and Democrats previously. And maybe most importantly and most disconcertingly, what we've seen is what some people call truth decay, something that's been accelerated by outgoing President Trump. The sense that not only do we not have to tell the truth.
The rumor painted Barack Obama as a man who had allegedly made the ultimate mistake, getting involved with Jennifer Aniston. While no credible evidence has ever surfaced to suggest he and Jennifer had any romantic connection, the internet was ablaze with unverified whispers about him dealing with the fallout behind closed doors. His usual calm and collected demeanor at public appearances only stoked the fire further. Was he putting on a brave face while Michelle quietly prepared divorce papers in the background? Speculation ran rampant, with tabloids crafting dramatic narratives of a once-admired political couple on the verge of collapse due to infidelity. Meanwhile, Jennifer Aniston addressed the rumors with a touch of humor whenever they popped up, though it was clear the relentless gossip wasn't without its toll. Being labeled as the other woman in a scandal involving one of the most high-profile marriages in modern history is a burden no one wants to carry. Her lighthearted denials showed just how little credibility she gave to the accusations, but the persistence of the story likely caused her discomfort behind the scenes. The unrelenting nature of the rumor underscores a harsh truth about today's media landscape. A single, unfounded claim can spiral into a sprawling, multi-layered narrative. In a bizarre twist, the allegations about Barack's supposed affair with Jennifer and Michelle's alleged divorce filing became a self-sustaining cycle. Every time someone involved tried to shut it down, it only seemed to add more fuel to the fire, feeding the endless curiosity of a rumor-hungry public. Observers of political gossip noted that if the Obamas were truly headed for divorce, it would be nothing short of a media earthquake, dominating headlines across every major outlet worldwide. Yet no credible news source has reported anything of the sort, suggesting that reputable journalists either found no evidence to back the rumor or dismissed it as too flimsy to warrant investigation. Instead, this story thrived in the realm of tabloids, gossip websites, and the chaotic corners of social media where unverified claims reign supreme. Many saw it as a textbook case of how misinformation can spread in the digital age. If a rumor is juicy enough, it will be shared, dissected, and believed by some. Facts be damned. One element that struck a nerve with fans was the narrative of Michelle's alleged heartbreak.
I was a second-year associate at a law firm in Chicago. Winters in Chicago are deadly dreary. So the thought of leaving my family, who I love, and going to spend Christmas with the love of my life in Hawaii, I was like, sign me.
As someone who has openly shared her marital struggles and triumphs in her memoir, Michelle has been candid about the immense pressure the presidency placed on her marriage, their decision to seek counseling during tough times, and the resilience they built together. For many, this transparency made the idea of her enduring a secret marital crisis seem implausible. Still, some speculated that if Michelle were indeed facing such a crisis, she might choose to keep it private, not only to shield her daughters, but also to preserve her own peace and, potentially, to lay the groundwork for a strategic long-term plan. These theories only added to the web of sub-rumors, weaving an ever more intricate tapestry of intrigue and speculation. In this swirling sea of gossip, every whisper, every theory, and every so-called insider claim kept the rumor alive, proving that as long as a story captures imaginations, it refuses to die, no matter how far from the truth it may be. One rumor claimed that anonymous insiders spotted Michelle Obama meeting with high-profile lawyers in Washington. Another alleged that staffers from Barack's post-presidential office overheard fiery phone calls between him and Michelle. The most dramatic version of the story insisted that Jennifer Aniston herself had reached out to Michelle in an attempt to explain the situation, only to be met with cold rejection. Of course, none of these claims came with concrete evidence or verifiable details. Yet, despite the lack of credibility, each new twist found an audience willing to amplify it online. While this frenzy brewed in the digital world, Michelle and Barack carried on with their post-White House lives as though nothing was amiss. Michelle made public appearances to promote education initiatives, advocate for children's health, and champion empowerment campaigns, always radiating her characteristic poise and positivity. Barack, meanwhile, attended conferences, delivered speeches, and participated in charitable events, frequently flashing his iconic smile. As for Jennifer Aniston, she stayed busy filming new projects, giving interviews about her career, and brushing off the tabloid frenzy with humor whenever the topic came up. The sharp contrast between their real-world activities and the emotional soap opera unfolding online was impossible to ignore. To casual observers, their day-to-day routines seemed entirely incompatible with the idea of a marital crisis or a love triangle scandal. Experts in digital media have pointed to this saga as a prime example of how modern gossip can snowball beyond reason. Sensational stories often balloon to enormous proportions because they're entertaining, even when entirely unsubstantiated. This raises a critical question. How long can a rumor like Michelle Obama files for divorce after Jennifer Aniston affair scandal thrive without solid proof? Typically, these narratives either fizzle out when the public's attention shifts to the next big controversy or crumble under the weight of definitive debunking. Until then, it seems the internet is content to keep spinning its web of speculation, no matter how disconnected from reality it might be. So far, the rumor hasn't faced a definitive takedown, largely because it never rested on facts that could be directly disproven. Yet, as with many rumors, repetition has given it a strange air of credibility. Some fans argue that if so many people are talking about it, there must be at least a grain of truth buried within. This phenomenon thrives in internet echo chambers where users constantly reinforce each other's beliefs. In these spaces, Michelle Obama's alleged divorce filings have morphed into near certainty. Jennifer Aniston's lighthearted denial? It's framed as nothing more than a clever diversion. Barack Obama's composed public appearances? They're seen as a meticulously crafted mask to hide a brewing personal crisis. What makes this story particularly persistent is how no amount of denial seems capable of fully extinguishing the flames. Adding fuel to the fire is the involvement of a high-profile political commentator who claimed to have insider knowledge from serious journalists about the Obamas' alleged split. While this commentator didn't provide any concrete evidence, their vague reference to legitimate reporters added a tantalizing illusion of credibility. However, none of these so-called journalists ever stepped forward with findings, and no reputable news outlet has touched the story. The entire situation feels like an elaborate game of telephone, where each retelling stretches the rumor further from reality. Every new angle adds more drama, but none bring the one thing that could validate the claims: actual proof. Even so, the rumor has cemented itself as one of the most sensational pieces of gossip in recent memory. The idea of Michelle Obama filing for divorce after a marriage supposedly tarnished by Barack's alleged affair with Jennifer Aniston is a narrative tailor-made for our digital age. Unfounded, salacious, and wildly entertaining to those who can't resist a scandal, no matter how implausible it may be. This rumor merges two fascinating worlds: Hollywood's glitzy allure and the historic weight of a presidential legacy, into a narrative brimming with scandal and intrigue. A charismatic leader, a beloved actress, and a betrayed spouse allegedly drawing the line. It's a story too captivating for the internet to ignore. Each time it resurfaces, it reignites fiery debates. What's really happening in the Obamas' private lives? Could a former president possibly conceal an indiscretion of this magnitude? And would Jennifer Aniston truly be able to keep such an explosive secret under wraps? Yet, for all the speculation, fact-checkers consistently point out the glaring lack of evidence. There are no records, no eyewitness accounts, and no suspicious activity to support the claims. Michelle Obama's public schedule remains packed with her usual advocacy efforts, and her appearances reflect her ongoing dedication to education, health, and empowerment causes. No legal filings have surfaced, and no credible signs of turmoil have emerged from the Obama household. But despite these facts, the allure of imagining otherwise continues to thrive. In today's media-saturated world, a sensational headline often overshadows reality. The rumors not only test the public's gullibility, but also reveal the unique challenges faced by public figures when confronted with viral falsehoods. Once a story like Michelle Obama files for divorce after affair scandal exposed takes root, it becomes nearly impossible to uproot. Even a direct denial from the Obamas could inadvertently add fuel to the fire, giving the story more traction. Their silence may very well be strategic, a calculated decision to let the gossip burn itself out rather than engaging with it head-on. Jennifer Aniston's approach has been equally measured, brushing off the rumors with her signature humor. By laughing at the absurdity, she avoids giving the story any legitimacy. For those less enthralled by the spectacle, the whole ordeal is a stark reminder of how easily misinformation can overshadow more meaningful issues. While tabloids fixated on this unsubstantiated drama, the Obamas quietly continued their philanthropic and advocacy work that has a tangible impact, even if it's not as flashy as the latest scandal. This contrast between their real contributions and the imaginary chaos in rumor-laden corners of the internet paints a striking picture of the media's priorities in an age of sensationalism. Jennifer Aniston, meanwhile, has been busy launching new creative projects in film and television. But none of these meaningful updates have managed to capture the internet's attention quite like the juicy rumor of scandal and divorce. The digital world thrives on sensationalism, and the idea of a legendary marriage crumbling due to a Hollywood star's alleged involvement is irresistible, regardless of any lack of evidence. As of now, the rumor continues to linger in certain corners of the internet, sustained by clickbait headlines and enthusiastic gossip fans. No definitive events have unfolded to either confirm or entirely debunk the story. Michelle Obama hasn't announced any legal action, and Barack Obama has consistently appeared at public events alongside her, the two exuding the same camaraderie and composure they've always shown. Still, the nature of internet gossip means the rumor could easily resurface in future news cycles, reignited by fresh speculation or a careless comment taken out of context. This is the reality of viral, internet-fueled stories in the digital age. The notion that Michelle Obama filed for divorce after a supposed secret affair between Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston was exposed remains firmly rooted in tabloid fantasy. Yet, it endures by merging the glitz and drama of a Hollywood blockbuster with the weighty mystique of a former president and first lady. Its staying power is likely tied to the entertainment value it provides. It satisfies the public's appetite for scandal, intrigue, and a touch of the unimaginable, even as it lacks credible sources or tangible proof. In a world where the sensational frequently overshadows the verified, this rumor is a potent reminder of how easily unsubstantiated stories can captivate the masses. Ultimately, Michelle Obama's rumored divorce filing serves as a reflection of the modern media landscape, one where viral speculation can easily drown out reason. And while the Obamas continue their work and Aniston moves forward with her career, this baseless yet tantalizing tale continues to circulate, proving that drama, even when imagined, is often more appealing than the truth. And until Michelle or Barack takes a bold step to either address or definitively dismiss the claims, this rumor will likely remain an intriguing piece of internet lore, a symbol of how easily sensational stories capture imaginations in the digital age. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the wildest rumors making waves online, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep the conversation going. Stay tuned for more celebrity news, scandals, and exclusive updates. And we'll see you in the next one.